What's going on, peeps? It's Letitia with Barefoot Gardening. I hope that you're doing well, aka Barefoot and Grow. So we are doing another unboxing today. I just love to support people, especially those folks that I've learned a lot from. And I mean, just in a short amount of time, you know, I just started worm farming in November of 2022. I've been doing this off and on, just fooling around with worms and using them to compost in the garden and things like that. But actually going for it and breeding worms and, having an inventory, an indoor worm farm is new to me. So I still have a lot of learning to do, but there's this lady that I don't mind listening to at all. She cracks me up. She's a laugher. She just loves to laugh. And you'll hear that all the time. And I think, having the opportunity to speak to her over the phone, it just confirmed that it's just really truly her personality, and she's just fun. She's fun to listen to. I love to watch her videos. She's pretty consistent in everything that she says and does, and so if you're trying to learn, if you're a beginner, I would recommend, shout out to the gardening worm lady, also known as the compost and worm lady. She's cool. She's cool. So anyway, I decided to support her farm and purchase some worms. The claim to fame is that these are pure red wigglers, no blues, which I'm excited about. I'm going to try my best to take care of these guys and really support her as much as I can. So if you're interested in learning more about the garden worm lady, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Hey, I love it. So let's unbox these, see how she sends them in the mail. And the way that I'm seeing here is usually that the worms are packaged in some type of bag. Most of the time it's breathable. Sometimes I've seen like a potato bag that like the plastic one, like a feed bag. I don't like it. To me, it would just seem like they would get too hot or something. But her bag is breathable. Now she is allowing people to order online now. So as soon as she said, "Hey, it's up," I went for it like immediately after I watched one of her recent videos. So this is how she sends them in the mail, and I don't smell an odor, which is the first thing I usually look for, and then I look to see if there's any worms that have escaped the bag. I don't see that. Now she's got a zip tie on here, so y'all give me a second and let me cut this off, and I'll be right back. All right, so I cut the bag right above the zip tie because my scissors stink. So now we got some worms. So I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something just a little differently. I usually don't dump all the worms into their bin that they're gonna live in. I usually use a different bin to dump them out, check them out, and then I put them in the new bedding. You know what? And something's telling me, Letitia, stick to the system. Stick to what you do, what you know. So let's just get another one. It's no big deal. Okay, let's just get another one. Okay, so this is prepared bedding. So I just used some of the paper, but and this is coco coir. So this is my first time using coco coir. I hope they do well. But again, I don't smell any odors, so that's always a good sign. And the next thing I want to look for is movement. So once I get all of them out here, we'll check, see what we can see. And this is without touching them. I think I got everything out the bag. So what are we seeing right now? Let me take off this loud glove. Do y'all see movement? I do. It's slow, but I see movement. Now, I'm not sure how long they've been in the dry peat moss. Usually, you know, shipping, it takes 3-4 days. I ordered these in the weekend. Today's Wednesday, so that's about right. But do y'all see movement? I see movement. Again, I don't smell a thing. There's no odor. Those are all great signs. So now let me put on my sandwich glove. And I use these. Somebody asked me why I use these. Because I have different species of worms. And so I don't want to, like if I accidentally miss a baby worm on my finger, that it goes into a bin that it's, you know, not of the same species, or cocoons or whatever. So I like to switch them out depending on, you know, which species of worm I'm working with. Now, let me look closer, because I thought I just saw something. Maybe I didn't. But anyway, the worms are moving. This is a good sign. This peat moss is so fluffy. I don't know, it feels different than the other peat mosses that I've seen. Now I do see some springtails, which is normal. I do not have very many springtail issues in my worm farm. It's not really issued till it becomes an issue, right? Like any infestation, you know, when it's an infestation, you know you have an issue, but this isn't an issue. So sometimes when you get worms from other farms, you may have other critters in the batch. So it's okay though. So my battery is getting low. So what I'm going to do is hydrate these guys here, and then I will put them in their new home. And that's all. That's all. Thank you, Compost and Worm Lady, aka the Gardening and Worm Lady. This is great. I'm so excited to support you, and I'm so excited for my new babies. Hi, babies. Talk to y'all soon. Bye. Thank you so much for watching.